There we are. Hello. Welcome everyone to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, coming live to you from the United States. Sorry about the light there. Not sure what's going on there. Tried to get the light right today, but we'll see how this goes. Welcome everybody. I'm going to give you guys, as you log in, I'm going to give you some reminders about how to get the most out of your readings today. I think this is such an important part of lives because so many people come stressed from their lives, stressed from their days. For a lot of people, this is a time of, feeling community and relaxation and a place of safety. And so in order to really get the most out of this sacred hour with spirit, I do recommend you set your ambiance. I always pick a place that I love. Today was going to be outside on the back, on the deck, but we have intermittent storms here today. I always make sure I have at least one something delicious to drink, non-alcoholic, please. I always have, unless I'm at the barn, I have a candle. I have wind chimes outside. You might have crystals or something like that. Wish I could get this prism out of this light out of here. It wasn't on here before, I swear. It's so weird. So it's important to set that up for yourself. Today, I brought some black cherry. You guys know I love Ganeshi, and some lavender and some black orchid. So we're going to start with the black orchid today. Incense. This, guys, for those of you who don't know, it really helps our senses to attune that this is a special and sacred hour. This is a special and sacred time. And it helps your senses sort of transcend this prefrontal cortex, this cognitive life we have of worry and stress and overthinking. Okay. So yes, it is Irish, Patrick. Yes, absolutely. It came from Old Larkin of Ireland in the early 1700s, and it means free bird. So thank you for noticing. I gave my mom this name before I incarnated, so she knew what to name me before I was even born. So thank you for recognizing. All right, so I'm going to do the black orchid today. Thank you guys for saying hello when you log on, and let me know where you're from before you start asking for readings, because this sets out not only a good feeling for our community here, but it sets out a vibrational frequency for you to receive. Come on up, Jackie. Oh, I know Jack Russell. I sat here just for her today. Mwah. So she can sit on the couch next to me. But it sets out this vibrational frequency. Come on up, Billy. So that you're open to receive. I don't know how many of you have the book, The Art of Receiving by Abraham Hicks, but this is a really powerful book. And it talks about this very thing, getting in the mindset and the vibrational frequency to receive. And when you guys are doing readings, your loved ones, your spirit team knows who's here. They know who is here. They know what you need. And you need to be open to receive, because even if you aren't called on today, it doesn't mean there's aren't messages coming through for you. Okay. A lot of times spirit will use others' readings to send you messages, because remember, they know who's here and they know who needs what. So they're going to do their best to work through me and to work through you to make sure you guys get what you need. Okay. Well, that didn't work. All right. We'll try another one. Let's say hi to everybody here first. Okay. So again, guys, for those of you that are new to me, I do things a little bit differently. I believe readings should be different than what they are. So when you get on, if you're just immediately asking for a reading, I may or may not be drawn to you. I need you to be specific. I love cold readings, but Spirit has been trying to help me help more people while I'm on. And I tend to be so thorough that I don't get through to as many people as I would like. So Spirit suggested that I ask you all to please give me something specific. Get me a name and a birthday. Tell me something specific you want. And that's who Spirit's going to guide me to, because that way I can get through more people, and Spirit and I have to do less of the groundwork first. Okay. So that would be helpful. Also, guys, I just think it's rude when you just get on and ask for a reading. Like, I'm not a piece of meat, right? So when you get on, at least say hi. Let me know where you're from. I know a lot of readers do that, but this is a sacred hour and it's very personalized. And I try to really personalize it for each and every one of you. So I'd appreciate if you, are a little more personal in your interactions and at least say hi before asking for a reading. The other thing is, guys, please make sure, again, that you are listening to other people's readings, because there might be a message in there for you from Spirit. And if you're so busy wondering if you should log off here and quick go to another reader who might call on you, or, feeling anxious or feeling like you don't ever get a reading, give yourself a chance to hear what Spirit's saying, because there may be messages in there for you. Spirit works in amazing ways. All right. So we've got our candle and our incense and our little elephant holder. Hopefully you guys have yours as well. Don't forget, if you guys like this broadcast, make sure that you like it or love it so that more people can find it who may need help and assistance and guidance and support as well. Okay, let's see who's on here today. We might have some reverse readings here today too, guys. I've had a lot of souls showing up that are not specifically what the people asking for readings are asking for, but they're looking for someone. Last week, we had a young gentleman pop on whose person didn't show up until we read for her on Wednesday, I believe, and he showed up on Monday. So, all right, let's see who we've got here today. We have Presh. Welcome, Presh. I'm excited to meet you this weekend for Meet Your Spirit Guides on Saturday. Guys, I opened up 2 more spots for that. So if you do want to meet your spirit guides, that's this weekend. We're filled up, but I opened 2 extra spots if you wanted to meet your spirit guides this Saturday at 12 p.m. EDT. Sharon Williamson, great to see you on there again. Can you give me a more specific question, Sharon, about what you'd like me to read for? I know you wanted a reading last week and I didn't get to you. Kaweezy, you're here early. Fantastic. Great to see you. Welcome, Patrick. Thank you for joining us. Bridget, great to see you. Hello and welcome. Yes, Kaweezy, the Meet Your Spirit Guides is free. That's a free event. Okay. That's a free event. So I just ask that if people sign up, they please show up, because it's limited spaces and there are people waiting. They'll have to go to next month. Okay. Let's see here. Presh, can you please be specific about what you'd like for a reading, please? It just helps me get through more people. That's all. Georgia, Mandy, great to see you. Let's see. All right. I am well. Thank you, Mandy. So you want guidance? Patrick knows. Awesome. Okay. Irish living in the UK. Bridget, awesome. I'd love to move to Ireland. I love it. I'm part Irish. Let's see. I figured, Patrick. That's great. Sharon, you're from Massachusetts. Great. Carrie, great to see you. Thanks for coming back. Nadia, great to see you. Wexford, Ireland, Tracy. Wow, we got an Irish theme going on today. This is great. Mandy from the UK. I really do miss it over there, guys. I really, really do. I'm not really much of an American girl. Let's see. I'd love a message. I think I was on the list Monday, but I ran out of time. I sure did run out of time, Carrie. Can you please be more specific about what you'd like, just because I'm trying to get through more people. Let's see. From rural, great. Let's see. I already asked Tracy to be more specific. Michelle Graham, great to see you. I've been thinking about you and your mom. Let's see here, Carrie. Okay. I would love insight into the next few months. If the next few months will be positive. I would love to hear from my Aunt Janet. Perfect. Okay, guys, that helps. I do actually love cold readings, but this really does save time. And you know how a lot of psychic mediums want like a picture or an object or something? I don't need any of that stuff. I never have, but the reason that that's helpful and that some readers need it is because it's an energetic connection. So a lot of readers like that physical energetic connection, but we have to have some sort of connection. Like, so sometimes souls could just come to me and tell me who they want to talk to just out of the blue, like a friend of a friend or a friend of my aunt or something like that. But like on here, it just helps to speed up the process is all. You understand, Bridget. Great. Okay. I'm going to star you, Sharon. Thank you guys for being more specific. Let's see. Your birthday, Patrick. Welcome. Oh my gosh. That's great. My father-in-law's birthday was June 25th. Let's see. From Ireland. Yes. Dad in spirit, Susan. Okay. I've got you starred. Kimberly. Great to see you, Kimberly Jones. Great to see you. It's been nice seeing you on here lately. Okay, just making sure I don't miss anybody else. All right, I've got you starred, Michelle. And let's see, Mandy. I'm just starring these guys so I don't miss, because once you guys start messaging a lot, I have a lot going on here. Melissa, you're from Sunny Castle, Ireland. Awesome. Your special granddad. Okay, I've got you starred. Nelia, welcome. Am I saying that right? Is it Nelia or Nelia? Let's see. Hope your friend comes through, Margot. Okay. Let's see. Love to get a message from my grandparents. Tracy. Oh, so special. So special, grandparents. Okay. Mandy, from your mom. You're welcome for adding you to meet your spirit guides, Presh. I'm excited to have you there. All right, Nico. Great to see you from Canada. Okay. So let's do this here. Carrie, would love insight into the next few months. If the next few months will be positive, I would love to hear from my Auntie Janet. Okay. All right. So so there is a woman here, Carrie, who popped up immediately. Let's verify that this is actually her. There's actually a slender lady here, Carrie, with dark hair, and she's coming to me with her hair sort of maybe about this length right now, not too long. Good morning from Australia. Hello, Georgina. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. I see you too. Let's see. Scroll down here. Carrie. So let's just verify that that is her. Carrie, if this sounds right to you, you can just say yes or no. She's, as soon as I read Auntie Janet, this soul came forward and popped up. And she's got a lot of bright energy about her right now. She's doing well. She looks quite lovely. She's coming to me with sort of a brightly colored top on. And she says that she was slender with dark hair when she was younger. Yeah, okay, that's how she's coming to me. So the reason that this is relevant, Carrie, and I always try to do as much evidence and validation as I can. I like to make sure I'm matching up the souls, right? The souls right. Matching up the right soul with the right person, and give you validation and evidence that it's really them. With some souls, it's super easy. With some souls, it's a lot harder, and I get a lot less. But she immediately popped up when I called on her name. And often they come in the younger forms of themselves, Carrie, because that's the version that they felt the best, where it's sort of like the prime of their life. And when we're on the other side, guys, that's also what happens. When we return to the other side, we become these best versions of ourselves, right? And the soul and the spirit are two different things, but the soul maintains that personality. So the personalities and things that you saw, it sort of combines with the personality we have here that we get is in human form. Carrie, she says that she's well, and she knows that you miss her. She wants to thank you for showing up for her today. She says you must feel that she's been knocking on your door, so to say, to let you know that she is well and joyful and happy. So let's see. So Carrie, she's showing me two other people in her life around her age. And I'm getting the feeling it's a brother and a sister energy. The male energy, it's sort of like there's like a little like a little cushion, like a little sponge there, a little distance she's showing me. And I'm not sure what that distance is. I'm not sure if it's an age or if it was in relationship. Um, but they were like about her equals and her age and in her life. And if possible, Carrie, if you could pass on that she is well and at peace. She says there are people who were concerned, as a lot of people are, that she made it safely and comfortably on the other side. And she is, and she's thriving. She's thriving. She wants you to relax a little in life and enjoy yourself more. She's showing me, she observes you and she knows that you've always tried so hard, but you believe maybe you could do better. Maybe you could try harder. But she's showing me you're doing great. Don't try so hard that you struggle. And your spirit guides are back there too, nodding and seconding what she's saying. And they're showing me that they are working, she and them, your spirit guides and your aunt, are working to really help you learn to relax and take things in stride and to understand that everything is a process, not to be so anxious about the outcomes. She's saying, as you get older, you have the opportunity to learn to just let certain things be and let them unfold as a process. And that's what she's encouraging for you. She's really, really supportive of you, Carrie, and she's very, very proud of you. She says that you miss being able to talk to her because you felt like she understood you. You need to relax. You're a worrier. Yes, she's showing me that. Whoops. There we go. Got you started, Maggie. And this leads us to your original question was how the next few months are going to be. If the next few months are going to be, basically easy or more difficult. Yeah. Yes, that's right. And that's what she's seeing, is that anxiousness. So if any of you, for a lot of you may not know, I'm also a mindset mentor and transformational specialist. So I work with neuroscience and mindset. What I always find is that your spirit teams always give me a call to action for you, because you are the one here in the physical. And so we as humans don't just get away with a free pass of sitting down for a reading and being told what our spirit team is going to do for us. We're guided and told by our spirit team what we need to do, how we need to make mindset shifts, habits and choices we need to make that are different. We are the ones that have to take the action because we're the ones here in the physical world. Your spirit team cannot do that for us. Okay. And one of the things I'm trying to transition, happy Wednesday, Joey, with readings. Oh, that's sweet, Sharon. Thank you for giving her a hug. She's giving you a hug, Carrie. We can't get away with taking radical responsibility for our life. We just can't. And, one of the things that I do differently in my readings is I'm not here to just give you the messages that you want. And I love working with your spirit teams because since I have the psychology and the neuroscience and the mindset coaching background, I can clearly express what your spirit team is trying to guide you as far as changes you need to make. Your spirit guides, as those of you who join Meet Your Spirit Guides this weekend are going to learn, your spirit guides are here to guide you and inspire and encourage you and give you backup support. Your angels are there to help you energetically and interfere if they must. But your spirit guides and your spirit team can't interfere. They don't interfere. They guide and encourage. Okay? They try to help you make the powerful decisions. So you've got to ask the right question, Carrie. The right question is not, are the next few months going to be, if the next few months are going to be positive or not? The question is, what are you doing now in the present? And this is coming from your spirit guides and your aunt who's also been trying to share the same thing with you. I'm breathing this in. I got to switch my incense here. The question is, okay, because they want to put the power back in your hands. The question is, what are you doing right now in the present moment to make the shifts and changes, Carrie, to create a positive next few months? Okay, now that might not be what you want to hear, but my loyalty is to delivering the exact messages from spirit, not to appease my ego by pleasing your ego. Okay, so when I get on these lives, I have to put my ego aside. Any pressure I might feel to please you has to go out the door if I'm going to do spirit's work. Okay, do you understand this? Hi, Lucy. Give me something specific you want to know. Okay, I'll star you. So this is where the power is given to you. You need to learn to take your power back. Okay. So what I'm seeing is, and they're going to share this with me. Number one, I would go listen to some Dr. Joe Dispenza, who is my favorite neuroscientist. Okay. And all my mindset coaching clients use him. We learn from him because he teaches you how to change your nervous system. And the anxiousness you're feeling comes from your nervous system because emotions are the mind and the body. So when you're thinking and you're worrying and you're anxious, guess where that goes? In your body, in your nervous system. This is why Abraham Hicks says within 15 seconds, 17 seconds, change your thinking. I tell people 10. Your spirit guides are telling me that they're on your heels all the time, Carrie, trying to help you make decisions, not just like in your actions and choices, like with action, but in your choices of your self-talk and your thinking. And your aunt said, you were able to feel understood and speak to her when she was here, but she wants you to know that support is ongoing. The only difference now is she's working through your clairs and she's trying to put things in front of you. So if you feel and recognize, Carrie, there are things stalling you, falling in your path, it's your aunt and your spirit guides trying to get your attention and being like, trying to hold on. I was trying to star your other one. I got you guys starred, okay? They're trying to drop things in your path just to make you stop and slow down because, guys, this is pertinent. And if you find this valuable, make sure you like this broadcast so more people can find this help, okay? The most powerful place you can ever manifest, Carrie, is in the now. And Eckhart Tolle writes that in his book, The Power of Now. Your spirit team emphasizes this to you. And if you feel there are little roadblocks and things just falling in your way all the time, making things difficult, those are your life reminders coming from where your frequency is, reminding you, stop, slow down, choose something different in the now. And here's what they want me to tell you. Whatever you're feeling right now is what you're manifesting. So if sitting here listening to this, you're feeling hopeful and excited, then guess what? You are starting a momentum, but you have to keep thinking that, right? Because emotions come after thought. So you have to become more aware of your thinking, which leads to your emotion. Guess how you guys manifest? Through feeling. So whatever you're feeling in the moment is that's your prediction for the future. So if you want to stop feeling anxious, you have to find ways, even for a moment, to not feel anxious in the now. And the way you do that is just by accepting and surrendering it. Now, as we round up here, here's what I'm going to recommend. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, I'm an editor. I don't like those typos, and I get plenty of them. Yes, you're very hypervigilant and panicky. That's right, because your nervous system is a wreck. And you can change that. You can change that by understanding the power of now. I have coached hundreds and hundreds of clients in mindset to transform their lives this way. And your spirit team helps me do that through readings and work with clients as well. Here's what I would recommend. Okay. And I will put this link in the comments for you guys. You said, yes, I can't accept assurance and think it's all my nervous system issue holding me back. Yeah, it is. So here's the thing. Here's my invitation to you, my free invitation to you. Okay. Because I have so many of you and so many of you that can't afford the mindset coaching. Okay. I just opened a school account last night. It's a community. And I'm going to share it in the comments. If you guys would like to join my free school community where you can chat and ask questions and everything throughout the day. I do lives in there, and it leads to other opportunities. If you want or need coaching, if you want or need readings, if you want to join my $47 a month membership in masterminds, it leads to all of that, but it is free. And I just opened it last night. So all my members in my other groups and things are going to be moving over there. I don't know how long it'll take, maybe a few weeks. I have no idea. But I will post that in here for you guys today. And if you decide that you want to join that, you can go to the link and you can join the community. Okay. I will find that link and I'll put it in here for you. All right. All right. Carrie, here's what I would do from your spirit guides until you take the next steps. You need to listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. You need to buy or get or listen to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, because when you learn to become present, that anxiousness completely goes away, but it's not going to happen overnight. Okay. This is a process. And this is why I invited you to my school community, because this is what we're going to be doing in there, so that there's a free and a low paid way that people can begin doing this. You guys are where you are because of the habits and repetition of your life so far. So if you want to change it, Carrie, which your spirit team is really trying to help you do, they're really holding your hand and trying to help you do this. You have to start making changes in the now. Okay. And you need to stop because it all comes from thought, and you need to start being aware of your thinking, and your spirit team's trying to help you do that. Okay. I would also, Carrie, highly recommend you join the Meet Your Spirit Guides event either this month or next month. I don't have a date for next month. It'll be the last Saturday of the month, because then you can learn to listen to your spirit guides more clearly. Okay. All right. You love school, Maggie? Awesome. Well, you should come join us. I'll put the link in here. Okay. We're just getting started. Like I said, I just opened it last night. Yes. Vivian says, awesome. All right. Thanks for saying hi to everyone, Kimberly. Let's see here. So Carrie, I'm going to send you with your aunt. Hi, Kels. Welcome. Please know that, that your aunt is very proud of you, and you can talk to her anytime. She can hear you, see you, feel you. She knows what you're going through, and she is still there, no differently than she was before, other than her physical form wasn't there, but her love, support, energy, and awareness of you is still there. Okay. Your connection to her will be stronger now. So you're going to be able to, you've been manifesting, Kweezy. Awesome. You're going to be able to connect with her more clearly now. Okay, Carrie. And, and she does connect with you in the astral plane. So just know that she's present and keep me posted. Okay. I want to leave you with the thought that the next few months, this summer that you were asking about, has a lot of potential. And it's really not a testing ground for God or the universe. It's a testing ground for you to start implementing greater awareness in your life, become aware of being the observer of your thoughts. And then the next few months are going to be phenomenal for you. Will they be positive? Sure, they're going to have their ups and downs, but the positivity of it is going to be, this is a window of opportunity for you to transform out of a life of anxiety and into a life of manifesting in abundance. Okay. And if you like this and you want to participate with more of my things, then I would follow my Larkin Psychic Medium page down here. and or my Powerful Choices page. Okay, so you can keep up to date on all my stuff. I'm going to send you with your aunt. Carrie, thank you for tuning in today, letting me read for you. All right. I've got to really slow down or go speed up here, guys. I'm so overly thorough on this stuff. Let's see here. Whee! All right, let's see who I've got starred next. So work down for me. Whoops, doesn't want to. All right, I've got to scroll from the bottom up. It's showing me. Okay. So yeah, Lucy, you might have already make sure you jot something down more specific. Yes, there are a lot of you here, Vivian. That's absolutely right. A lot of you. It really gets overwhelming sometimes. Okay. Maggie, are you still there? Maggie, let me know if you're still there. I think you are. We're early enough in the show. I think most people are probably still there. Let me know if you're there. I see you, Kristen, or Crystal, excuse me, Crystal Williamson. I know there's a few people, guys. I was re-listening to my broadcast that I have still been promising to get to, and I haven't been. I've had so many people in my lives lately. Don't forget, please, I'm back on Friday, but that's Furball Friday. So if you have non-human animal questions, show up on Friday at 4, okay? Maggie says, I'm going through the same health concerns that my mother had. Oh, I wish I could hear from her. Okay. Let me know. Let's see if you're there, Maggie. Maggie. Bye, Paul. See you later. Hi, Nikki. All right. Sherry, I see you. Maggie, 2 Maggies here. Okay. Maggie McLean, are you here? Yes. Yes, ma'am. You're there. Okay, great. All right. Hi, Nelia. Welcome. All right. So let's see. So your mom is right there, Maggie. And so on the other side, our loved ones are at peace, right? They are joyful. They don't have the same egoic emotions that we do, but they do have concern for us, even though they can see our outcomes and things like that. When they're working to help us and guide us and protect us and all of that, they do have concerns for our well-being, right? A lot of them choose to really dedicate their time on the other side to helping and assisting us. Okay. And your mom is showing me she wants to represent how she feels like she can't really get through to you very well. And that there's a block there. She's showing me, like, just for an image sake, she's putting up like a piece of glass. And then she's putting herself on the other side, sort of like this, like she's like knocking and trying to get through to you. And she wants you so badly to know that she is present with you, Maggie, and that she really is there. And she doesn't want you to be scared, and she doesn't want you to be afraid. Okay. The reason you're having trouble hearing from her is not just that you want to hear from her so much, because sometimes our desire to hear from our loved ones or our spirit guides or angels is so strong that it actually creates a resistance, like a barrier on our egoic veil, and then we can't sense them. Doesn't mean they're not there, but your health concerns are sort of they are reaffirming that block. And so they're making it feel to you like she's not there because of your health concerns, you want to hear from her all the more. And so just like when we manifest, Abraham Hicks says every subject is 2 subjects. The same is true when we're wanting to hear from our loved ones. Okay, we are wanting to hear from them so much that it creates a form of resistance. So hopefully, I think today here on the live, we need to try to work through that for you. Let's see. Yeah, Joey, come show up Friday for Furball Friday. We'll read for your animals, okay? So remember, guys, energy is subtle to us. Everything is energy, right? But the atoms and molecules have to be just right for this world to even give us the illusion of being physical, which it's really not. We're 99.9% space. So likewise, your mom is just energy. So let's work through that here for a moment. Maggie, she'd like me to help you work through that. If you could just do me a favor, Maggie. This is interesting. I don't always get to do this with spirit, but your angels are asking me, in an effort to help you sense your mom better, to close your eyes for a moment and just put your hands on your knees, either up or down. It doesn't matter which. Kind of sit straight with your spine relaxed and your chin down a little bit. This aligns your chakras. And they want you to just sit there for a moment in peace and take a moment. And your mom is asking for this too. And this is probably one of the reasons why the angels are coming in and doing this. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Vivian. That's okay, Maggie. It's because you're looking for them so hard. You want them so badly. So go through this exercise, okay? There are signs and there are thoughts and there is energy. You're just not picking up on it. Okay? Our egoic veil is a powerful thing when we are in physical form, and it makes everything an illusion. Okay, so they are there. You're just missing them. Okay, your mom is showing me that glass like she's really trying to get through to you. It's like she wants to get through to her kid because she knows you're struggling with this. Okay, so I want you to just sit there and relax for a moment. And I want you to feel what the angels are going to be doing here. Okay. They can't do all this for you. They can clear the energy for you and they can help you in acceptance and surrender so that you can lift some of that block. And once you start doing that, Maggie, what's going to happen is you're going to start noticing little things and you have to take those and be grateful. And the more you recognize your interactions from your mom, the easier it's going to be. And then it's sort of like the angels are going to help you break through that barrier right now. And then that barrier is going to get like a bigger and bigger and bigger hole. So you'll be able to sense her. Okay. This is what we're supposed to be doing here. So just sit and relax, close your eyes for a minute. I want you to focus on your heart and your breathing. And Maggie, I want you to, what the angels are showing me is, because they've now surrounded you with complete light and they've surrounded you and your mom together. And what I want you to do is I want you to bring up the emotion that is the hardest for you to surrender to and accept. Bring up the emotion or emotions that are the hardest for you to surrender to and accept. Because what we accept in the moment, as it is, as though we had chosen it, which is how Eckhart Tolle teaches it, that immediately liberates us from our blocks. And the angels are holding space for you to do this. So pull up that emotion, whatever that is, those emotions that you're really holding on to. And I want you to accept and surrender. Just let it go. Let it go. Knowing that very thing, that need, that want, and the fear that's connected with all of this and the health issues you're going through, it's all tied up in one. As you accept and surrender that, you are going to be liberated not only to move forward on a path of healing. This is what the angels are showing me. But all sorts of different colors, they're holding space for you, okay? That they're surrounding you with all these energies of different colors. Orange, green, pink, white, gold, all these healing energies. And just let it go now, Maggie. And I don't care how hard it is, accept what is that you don't want to accept and surrender it right now. And send it to the light. Hand it up to the angels. Just hand it to them. Trust them. Trust them. I'm getting such chills right now because this is what they want me to share with you, okay? And then let it out and relax. You haven't let go of anything except your blocks, Maggie. And it's not all your blocks. It's a good bit of your blocks. And I want you to see that glass between you and your mom just shatter and fall to the floor. And now, Maggie, I want you to feel your mom is now moving forward into your presence. Don't try too hard. Just sink down into your heart and your breath. And I want you to sense the warmth and the love, perhaps the tingling or the intense emotion that you feel from your mom's vibrational frequency entering the space of your energy body. And let yourself have whatever emotion that you have. Don't let your thoughts get in the way. And then feel that. Connecting with your loved ones, guys, is the same thing as your intuition. It is tuning into the subtleties. Your intuition is tuning into the subtleties. Okay? And now I want you to open your eyes, Maggie. Open your eyes. Okay, so Maggie, let me know if you're there. Let me know if you're back. Let me know if you're back. And what's going to happen now, Maggie, is that when we get off of here today, you're going to be able to connect with your mom more. It's not going to be, it may not be right away. It may not be, here guys, there's my school account right there. Okay. It may not, you may not start to see everything immediately, but we've shattered that glass now. And that was from you. That was a projection from you. That was your own egoic mind projecting that. So you can thank your angels for that. Okay. And you're going to start to be able to see signs and symbols from your mom. Okay. You're wiping the tears. Good. Guys, I know that I take my time on these readings and there's a lot of you waiting, but if you are listening to these readings, Spirit is speaking to a lot of you as well. Okay. That was amazing. I love when Spirit takes me through an exercise or a transformation for someone online. Those tears represent the blocks that were keeping your mom out. Okay. Now you have to maintain this. So I would recommend you sign up for one of my Meet Your Spirit guides. You need to email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. I would recommend that you join my school community. There's a free version. There's a $47 a month version if you want to join the masterminds, but there's a free version. And I would do that for support, but what you need to do on a daily basis is let go of trying too hard. Okay, just let go. And now you have to trust, because this is for all of you. The bridge between you and connecting to your loved ones and your spirit team is you really have to trust. Okay. You have to trust. And when you, here's your last tip I'm going to give you. Okay, Carrie or Maggie. When you have a thought or feeling or see a sign or something, the second you think about it and analyze it, that's your cognitive mind jumping in, your ego, and getting in the way and blocking it from you. Okay. Hold on, Kawizi. I see you, buddy. Okay. Do you understand that? So the messages and signs and symbols from your mom are going to come in right before that. Like they're there. And if your reticular activating system is fearing you're not going to hear from her and trying hard to hear from her, it's going to block that before you even recognize the sign, which is why you're not recognizing the sign. Okay. Yep. You have a wall. She showed me that wall, didn't she? But it's gone now. We've shattered it. So now you move forward from there. Your mom came in and gave you a hug. Your energy is connected. When you move on from this reading, you're going to be more connected to her. Okay. So what you need to do now, though, is trust it. If you see a bird that comes and sits close to you and does something unusual or flies over you, trust that. If you start thinking of her, that means she's there. She's come into your presence. Okay? I know, Kawizi, and there's a lot of other people waiting patiently too, my friend. So I'm trying to get to some people that I haven't gotten to in a while as well, but I've got you started. I appreciate the patience. All right, Maggie. So I'm going to send you off with your mom. This is a process. It takes practice. Just trust it and start by knowing she is there. And every time you think of her, feel her, or talk to her, she's right there. She's watching everything that's going on. Okay. And she's going to be there to support you. And then keep me posted. Okay. All right. Maggie, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And thank the rest of you for being patient while I allow Spirit to take me in depth with people. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get to some people, guys, today that I don't normally read for, that I've been waiting for my, let's see. Let's see. Crystal, I think you've been waiting for me for a few days. Are you still there, Crystal? Let me know if you're still there, please, Crystal. Maggie said, oh my God, a magpie just now brought her baby into the front yard right before you mentioned birds. There you go. That right there, Maggie, that right there. Right, sorry, guys, but I have to put this up there for her to see, for you guys to see. This is what I'm talking about. She told me birds and there was the magpie. Okay, guys, this is true for all of you. All right, let me go back and find Crystal now. Thank you for sharing that. Guys, don't forget, if you find this valuable and you think it might be helpful to other people to find it, I've got you starred too, Joey. Please make sure that you guys, back up to you, Crystal, here. Please make sure that you guys like the broadcast so more people can find Veronica's page and my page, okay? All right, Crystal, I'm going back down looking for you, girl. Sorry. Got you starred. Sorry, guys. It takes me a minute to scroll down. Oh, Crystal. Now I lost your... Okay. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. Trying to... My husband's going to come in, guys. The dog's going to bark for a second. Crystal, can you please rewrite your question for me? I know what it was, but I want to make sure. Good job, honey. Wow. Okay. All right, Crystal. Well, I'm going to go to the bottom. Crystal, rewrite for me, please. You're welcome. You're welcome, Crystal. Please rewrite your question for me down at the bottom because it's not letting me scroll up. I'm scrolling up, but I can't find it. There's so many other comments on there. It's bouncing around. So let's see. I know you were talking about you were asking if you should pursue this career path with the pain that you're having. That was on there. I know, Sharon, they gave me chills too. And you had more to your message, Crystal. Let's see here. Looking to see, Crystal, if... All right. Well, Crystal, I'm going to start with that. If you could please rewrite your original question for me, Crystal, to make sure I have it at the bottom there. So, I'm being shown, and again, guys, I have to say this. I am not a doctor, so you have to take doctor's advice over mine. I will do readings on medical things, but I do want to remind you that I am not a doctor. I think that's very important. That I have to share that for legal purposes. Okay. But I can share with you what I'm seeing and what I'm seeing for spirit. So I'm seeing that you can transform out of and heal from your the physical issues that you're experiencing, the pain that you're experiencing. I'm being reminded by your spirit team to share with you that when we get physical ailment, and you guys can verify this like scientifically, right? When we have physical ailment, it comes from the mind and the body. So we get physical issues from your mom. Okay, got it. You rewrote it. Thanks, Crystal. We get physical issues because our thoughts affect our nervous system, right? They go into our emotions. And so we have the non-physical and the physical aspects, right? We have the energetic and the physical tangible aspects of things, and everything's energy. So remember, guys, that 5% of your mind is the conscious part that's sitting here thinking, wow, I love coming to Larkin's readings, or, Larkin's so slow. When is she ever going to get to me? Okay, that's your 5% of your mind that you're conscious of. But the part that's manifesting your life, that's causing illness and disease, that's causing you to not be able to change a habit, that's 95%. 95% of your mind. Okay, so this is relevant with what your spirit guides are showing me, Crystal, because what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, which I teach my mindset clients, is that if you are getting illness or disease or those types of disabilities, you can reverse them with neuroscience. You can reverse them with getting present, with changing the way you think. And that all starts with awareness. Okay, Crystal? So they're showing me, at least what I'm seeing now, is that this physical discomfort doesn't have to be permanent. Okay? It does not have to be a permanent thing, but they are also showing me, I see you guys. I'm just focused on whatever reading I'm doing. Okay. But I do have you all starred. Liliana, thank you for joining us from Argentina. That's great to see you. So I'm seeing that you're going to have to go through some processes to transform out of this, that you can both get assistance medically and mindset wise, Crystal. Okay. But you're going to have to be tenacious enough and willing enough to make some major changes in the choices in your life. Are you getting what I'm saying? So this is both mentally, emotionally, and physically. That's the first thing. The second thing is they're showing me that in order to do that, you need to have a space to heal and really focus on your awareness without the extra pressure. So here's what they're showing me, okay? They're showing me that they're trying to encourage you to take the path of least resistance, because you're going to have to maintain your focus and tenacity for your healing and to turn things around. Okay. In other words, if this career path is going to cause you more stress and angst, then set it aside for now. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your becoming aware of your state of mind, of your habits and choices, which I find from my coaching clients that it's not, it takes a process, right? Some of the reasons people coach with me for so long is because it's a process. And, oftentimes the first year is like realization and learning to become aware. The second year is learning to implement that. And the third year is really rebuilding the new life that they want. Okay. This is not atypical. So, they're showing me that you need to take the path of least resistance. In other words, if this job is something you're going to absolutely love and embrace, it's going to bring you joy and fulfillment every day, even if it gets physically difficult, then go for it. But if it's going to cause you more stress and anxiety and you're going to be forcing it every day, that's actually going to make your condition worse. Does this make sense, Crystal? You get what I'm saying? Okay. So this is very important advice. So that should be your answer for that. All right. Now let's also tune in on your mom. So there is a woman here who loves you very, very much. She's showing me flowers. She's got sort of a nice pullover shirt with a little V-neck, a nice loose kind of airy shirt she's wearing and coming in. She's got a really sweet smile. She's got long dark hair as she's coming forward to me. It looks as though, at least, so she's coming to me. So sometimes, guys, they come in the ways you remember them. Sometimes they come in the best form in which they want to be present. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of pressure to make money, but work causes more pain. So in lost. Okay. They say it could be trauma from the loss of my mother. It makes sense. Yeah. Well, I will agree with that to the extent that your nervous system, just like the other reading we had on here, is really kind of wrecked. I do see trauma in there, but not enough trauma that your mom isn't coming through. So a lot of times trauma makes it harder for our loved ones to come through to us, but she's come through here. And the money part, yeah, that is important. I see that, but I also see that you could do some things to make money temporarily that are going to be less pressure on your nervous system and less physically difficult. They're showing me that you should be doing something from home, okay, or something where you could just sit and not have to move around a lot, okay, something that you enjoy, because you're going to need to switch your mindset. Trauma recovery, and we've all had some trauma at some point, is a process. And you have to, I hate this term, I feel like it's so cliche, but you have to get in that loving and caring for yourself. And I don't like using that term because a lot of coaches of women really are emphasizing that, and they use that to suck people in and charge them money to coach them. This has become a thing, but it is, the self-love here is vital. It is important, and it's what your mom wants for you as well. Yeah, so she's coming in, and she's showing me that that career or something equal to it will be available to you. Do you understand that, Crystal? You're not going to be missing out. In other words, they're showing me you're not going to be missing out if you don't take this opportunity. Okay. The number one thing needs to be your health and well-being, specifically your mental and emotional well-being. Okay, because guess what, Crystal? Your healing and your physical well-being is going to follow. And again, guys, it sounds all too simple, but it's not. This is why I recommend you listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza, because he teaches people, and I teach people in my coaching program, how to transform via the neuroscience. Why does that matter? Because when you have trauma and you have physical issues due to your nervous system, your thoughts, and then your emotions, and not knowing how to handle them in a healthy way, it causes disease, it causes pain and aches, it causes issues in our physical body. Okay, and I'm seeing that. So I absolutely agree with that, because that's what they're showing me. Okay. And your mom really wants you to put yourself first. She's showing me visions of you guys sitting together. She's showing me, the fears you had of losing her, and she wants to comfort you. She's showing me her stroking your hair, and she's showing me that she says she and your grandmother are there with you, loving and supporting you. She's also saying, don't let yourself get confused and don't second guess yourself. She's showing me that you're just kind of going in circles, trying to make the right decision. And sorry if I'm looking out here now, I'm looking at what your mom's showing me. Okay, she wants you to understand that there is no right or wrong here. There's just a choice, and choose the choice that's going to be best for your well-being. Okay. So Crystal, was it your mom that was cremated? Because she's also showing me ashes. She's also showing me ashes. Let me know if that's her that we're looking at, because she's showing me an urn of ashes as well. And she wants you to know that she is always close by. And she's showing me you listening to music. So have you been listening to music to soothe yourself? Because she's showing me that she's showing me images of you listening to music, and of you having almost like, just like sitting down when you get a chance to have a break and sit down and just taking a moment. She's showing me where you sort of feel like you're outside of space and time, where you just kind of wish everything would just pause for a moment so you could just have a time out. And she wants you to know that she's really tries to come through in those moments, because that's the right thing for you to do. She's like, you do need a timeout. That's what you need. You need a timeout. And she's also showing me that a lot of this stems way back from before her passing, that you might not be aware of it, Crystal, but your momentum to have your nervous system pumped and ready for trauma when she passed was also building for a long time before, due to the lack of focus on you. And guys, I say this very cautiously, okay? Because I'm not on this bandwagon of, this whole thing that's going on now about, the way they teach you to put yourself first. But to some extent, we do have to, because we're here taking care of our own physical mind and body and what our soul does while we're here in this world. And from that respect, we do have to take radical responsibility for ourselves first. Okay. And she wants you to take time out to do that now, Crystal. Okay. Let me know if you're still there. Guys, I'm going to pop this school link in the comments again. If any of you guys want to join my school, there's the link. And I'm looking over here to see if you have any other questions or comments. Oh, it wasn't letting me scroll down. Interesting. There it is. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry. It wasn't giving me the comment scroll. If you guys, any of you want to join that school community, we do metaphysical conversations, and we do mindset and manifesting, and we do spiritual stuff. So it's a combination of everything, because you're a whole being. Okay. All right, Crystal, let's see what you say here. So sorry, Crystal. It didn't show me. Let's see. Yes, there's a lot you kept doing for everyone else. Yes. Hermit mode, Sharon says, when emotions don't feel good, to release. Yep, that happens, especially if you're an introvert, right? Especially if you're an introvert. Let's see. Yes, okay. Yes, she was. I was with her the whole time, and I had to pick up her ashes. Yes, so that's what she's showing me. So let that be evidence and validation, both her physical description, what she has described of you, and her ashes, that she showed me your ashes. Please let that be evidence and validation that it's really her, because I would have had no way of knowing that. Okay. She is also showing me with her. And she's showing me, and I'm not sharing these intimate conversations here. I see you, Anne. I've got you starred. But she is showing me that she is showing me you there sitting with her, sitting by her side. And she's showing me intimate moments of your worry and your concern. And that's why she was saying she knew you were so afraid of losing her. And she knew that while you were sitting there with her. But you guys had some really special interactions and moments and time together before her passing. She's showing me that as well. And you're saying, yes, you do listen to some of her songs. Yeah. And that is good. She wants you to know that she sees that. So that was more part of her evidence and validation. Okay. I think, Crystal, your mom did very well coming through, considering you do have the trauma there. Your communication is still very open and connected with her, which is a beautiful thing. And she was able to give me beautiful evidence today. And I hope that that helps you verify that it really is her there with you. And, you know, she wants you to keep talking to her. She's like, just keep talking to me, sweetheart. I can hear every word you say. I can hear every word you say. And I also see, Crystal, that, you know, you're going to be okay. If you do what your mom and your guides have shown me, just like we were talking about, you know, with Maggie, if you really start paying attention to your thoughts and feelings and you choose a higher frequency one and you implement this self-love, this is going to start reversing the impact it has on your nervous system. Okay. You also need to do some of the acceptance and surrender, like Maggie had to do as well. Okay. All right, Crystal, I am going to send you with your mom. Your connection is even stronger now, so you should be able to sense her and see her signs and her presence even more. Please keep me posted. And if you found this valuable, please remember to like the broadcast. You can follow my Larkin Psychic Medium page. You can join my school over here. I just posted in the comments. If you guys want to keep up for tools, techniques, and processes and ways to strengthen your intuition and heal and connect and transform your mindset. Okay. Thank you and your mom for letting me read for you. Okay. Mwah. I'm going to send her off with you. All right, guys. Let me scroll up here. I see you, Sharon. Wasn't it beautiful? It was absolutely beautiful. It's amazing, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Ghettos, welcome. Nikki, welcome. Yes, Nikki, your guides are here. When are you going to do the Meet Your Spirit Guides? When are you going to join us for Meet Your Spirit Guides so you can meet them or build your relationship with them if you've already met them? Okay. All right, guys, I've got you starred. My apologies, guys, if I do not get to you today. I see you, Kawizi. I'm trying to... I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can, guys. That's so sweet, Crystal. Kawizi, I'm trying real hard today to get to some people that I promised last week that I haven't gotten to, that I don't normally read for. I'll try my best to get to you, okay? Don't forget, guys, animal readings are Friday, and then I will be back Monday with Angels in Action. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ann Manfield, are you still here? Will my husband have to stop driving soon? He won't give it up voluntarily, but he really should. Oh my. Yeah, Ann. Yeah, this is tough. This is really, really tough. Let's see. Oh, Kellyanne, you haven't gotten your spirit guide confirmation? Did you email larkinsreadings@gmail.com? Huh. Email me again, Kellyanne, and private message me on Messenger just to make sure. I did confirm everyone that's messaged me, but I haven't sent out the link yet. I won't be sending the link out probably till tomorrow. But if you message me, I did not get an email from you. So email me again at larkinsreadings@gmail.com and then private message me in Facebook. Okay, Kellyanne? Readings at Gmail. Just make sure you save this to your Kellyanne, make sure you save this to your contacts so that when I message you back, it doesn't go to spam. Okay? All right. So, Anne, let's see if Anne's here. Make sure Anne is here. I think she is. She's pretty patient. Hi, Angela. You are good. Okay. Hi, Angela. I see you. I know you've been on here waiting too. We'll get to you too. Okay, sweetheart. Okay. So I'm seeing, Anne, that by the end of the summer, that he is that being in his, like, from his perspective, they're showing me like his perspective right now. And I get it. I get how he feels. His angels are really trying to protect him. His spirit guides are all trying to allow him to be as independent as possible without encouraging him to think things that are not. But he's actually very concerned about it too, Anne, I'm seeing. And basically they're showing me it's just hard for him to pull the plug because he feels like if he can do it, why not? Right? If he can, why not? And he's wanting to make the choice before it's made for him, but then he goes back to if he can, why not? So what I'm seeing is probably it looks like the end of the summer, maybe like August or September, will be when he stops driving. And if he can just stay where it's close to home and it's familiar, then he can stay pretty safe. It's one of his greatest joys. Yes, you signed up for the 30th, Kellyanne. I've got your spot saved, but I'll look for your email again, okay? So try messaging me again. So it looks like, and this is actually important because it's one of his greatest joys because it makes him feel free and independent. And for men, that sense of independence isn't just something they really want and need like it is for us. It's like their whole identity. And so for him, it's just like a huge freaking deal. And he can enjoy that independence and driving this summer. And I'm being shown that that's okay. He would really like to have that this summer. And then it looks like by the end of the fall is when his driving is going to be winding down. Okay. I hope that helps. My grandma had dementia. I know that's super, super tough. Super tough. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. And I think that's going to be, he'll be able to maintain that until about the end of the summer. Okay. So just hang in there. Hang in there. Yeah. Yeah. He likes to drive to points. He likes to feel that freedom. But, from a sentimental place, this is his last leg of being able to do that. And him having the freedom of choice to do it, he's making that choice and it's his choice. And it means the world to him because really once he starts driving, there's a lot of other things also then he's not going to be able to do. And so it sort of feels like his last hurrah for him, really having that independence. And so he's grateful for the opportunity to have that each and every day that he can have it. Okay. And I wish you all the best in love to you, Anne, and your husband. Bless your guys' hearts. Okay. Angela, are you still there? Let's see. Will mom ever come through on any of these lives with messages for me? So Angela Have you not had lives from other have you not had her come through from other readers? You're welcome, Anne. It's always a pleasure to have you. Angela, let me know if you're still there. Yeah, he has taken a big dip, Anne, and I can see that. That's why they're showing me the end of the summer, because it's going to be a dip for other things as well. Send all my love to you guys. Okay. All right. So, so Angela, I personally, in defense of myself, I don't really defend myself, but I'm just going to say, you know, when people ask, will so and so ever come through? I know that feeling. I understand. I relate to that. And just know that we readers, we get to as many of you as we can. Um, you know, I mean, like when I get off of here, I have a whole day's worth of work left. I've got work. I've got to drive an hour to the barn in the rain. I've got a lot to do. And yet I'm staying on late, right? I'm supposed to only be on here an hour. So I do my best to get to everyone, but I also follow exactly what spirit guides me to do and who they guide me to go with. I was re-listening to my broadcast. I saw you've been on here a few times, Angela, waiting for me to get to you. I've just had a long list of people lately. So I'm just going where spirit takes me. Like poor Kawizi, he'll probably get left out today because I read for him every live and I need to get to some other people. So, but I just was wondering if, does she come through to you? Have you gotten, no, she's never come through. Okay. All right. So, a couple reasons for that. I asked this because I just want you guys to understand, like, um, there's several reasons why sometimes, and usually, like, at least for me, I go where spirit draws me to. And so for reasons maybe not understood or known to us, spirit guides us to certain people to read for whatever reason. It might be the level of healing. It might be that the energy between the soul, or maybe between my ability to connect or the reader's ability to connect, or you're opening your frequency and mindset or mood or openness to receive. They'll come through according to that. That's why I tell you guys, when you get on here, leave your junk at the door, be open to receive. Don't be antsy and anxious. Don't have a needy vibe about you, because when you have a needy vibe about you, it honestly, a lot of times things don't come through as much for you. And if it does, often I'm not guided to it, because I'm not blaming people. I'm not trying to blame you guys. I'm telling you, for each of us, we have to be in a place of receiving, because I could give you the very best reading in the world. Your loved one could come through for you. And honestly, if you're not open to receiving, it's not going to make an ounce of difference, right? It's like telling a kid, tie your shoestring, tie your shoestring, tie your shoestring. And it's not going in, and boop, flat on their face, right? So that's sort of what happens. So let's see here. Let's invite your mom in. It's not that she's not there. So let's tune in and see if your mom is going to have an easy time coming through today or not. So I have an energy, a soul moving forward, a female energy. And I get the feeling it may be from those that she left here in this world, that there's a feeling that she could have stayed longer, that she left before her time. I want to reassure you, she did not leave before her time, because all of our souls choose. Okay. I'm also seeing that there's an element of expectation that she should have and would have been around longer from those who she's left here. She's showing me at one point, and I'm pulling more through with what she's showing me to help her come out more and reveal herself, because I want her to be able to share that evidence and validation with you. She's showing me at one point her observing you walking around a room. It seems fairly light, like fairly light walls, light bed. She's showing me just sort of walking around, picking things up and looking at things, and almost like a wandering around feeling. Just sort of like picking up her things and being in this room alone and just trying to process everything. I'll look at your comments in a second. Okay. I don't want to look at your comments because I want to get what she's showing me to give you evidence. Okay. So she's showing me you walking around this room almost like in a state of shock or disbelief. Like you can't really believe it's real. And she's just showing me you kind of wandering, like you're kind of like you were in shock, right? You were kind of in shock. And she's showing me like a quick halt and stop to everything. Like her life just going along, you guys all in the flow of life. And then just like that was it. It was done. And I think that's where those of you left here are feeling like she went too soon. She's showing me that it was an unexpected, abrupt departure from this world. You can let me know in the comments yes or no if that's correct. That's what she's showing me. And you weren't the only one in shock. You thought you'd have her around for years. But it's like she was here and then she was gone. And I guess that's where she's showing me that image of you sort of walking around in shock. So I'm not sure if it's like her home you went back to. You were walking around like in a room of hers in where she lived, and it looks like her bedroom, and you were just walking around like just looking around and like picking things up and like in shock, like you couldn't believe she wasn't there because she belonged there. And she's showing me this sort of from an angle, like if you were down here, she's showing me this view like her soul was watching you. Sort of like she was up in the corner of the room watching. And she was trying to comfort you and reach out and be like, I'm here, I'm right here. But she's like, you didn't hear her. You didn't feel her. And I'll say that's because of the shock. She wants to talk to you about feeling like you never really got to say goodbye, and there were so many things you wanted to finish with her. I get such huge chills right now. And that's when spirit is validating for me, and they're excited to be able to deliver that message. Okay. Then when I'm done with this part, I'll go check your comments and I'll see if you have other questions about this. Okay. So she's sorry about that. She wants to tell you she's sorry about that. Understand she's at peace on the other side, right? But for you here, she feels for you there because she would never want to have left you without feeling like you didn't have peace and closure. Obviously, we all have pain no matter how our loved ones pass. But she's sorry because she says you never really got the time the chance to, there's more memories you wanted to build with her. There's more things you wanted to do with her. There's things you would have wanted to ask her, and you never got that closure. And she's sorry about that. And she's sorry about all the quick decisions and follow up and pressure and things that had to happen upon her passing. She said you actually never really got the chance to relax and heal and process what was happening until it was all over. Until, you know, celebrations of her life and all of that were taken care of. She says you never really got to just, she's like, then, sorry guys, my parents always call me while I'm on live. And she said, then you just had to break down, because then you were able to just really let go and feel. And she's telling me it's going to take a little while. It's going to be a while, but she is there helping you work through this. And it is trauma. It is traumatic, but she is okay on the other side. And a lot of times when people pass quickly or unexpectedly, sometimes they have a little trouble getting through. She came through quite clearly to me, and that was good, because I have had situations where there was sort of like a cocoon type of thing that they were in. She wasn't. She's right there present with you. And after today, you're going to be able to connect with her more fully. Okay. Let me look over here and see if you're commenting at all here. Angela. She's never come through. Sorry. I'm sorry, Angela. I usually will check comments off and on when I'm doing a reading, but I didn't want to because your mom was coming through to me. And in order for me to have evidence and validation, it has to be coming from her, not from you. Okay. So that you know that it's really her. So let me see if you commented here. Hi, Diana. I see you. Okay. You say that makes sense, that spirit guides you to help people. Yeah. I always try not to be antsy. I just miss her. I know you do. And I can feel that. And when I was editing one of my videos the other night, I was like, oh my God, Angela keeps showing up, and I haven't gotten to her. So I'm glad you showed up today, because I was keeping an eye out for you. That was very important. Your mom wanted to get through. Let's see. She died suddenly and unexpectedly. Right. Yep. That's what I got. That's what I got. She was not sick. Absolutely. So let that be validation. That's why I didn't want to check your comments until she shared with me, because it's very important that you guys get evidence and validation for the mediumship that we give. Sometimes we don't get a lot of that. Sometimes they just want us to know they're there and they have a message, but it's harder to get it. Other times souls come through, just like the other night when that, grandmother came through with a potted plant that the granddaughter had made, and the hanky, that she had. Those things are evidential mediumship, and it's very, very important. So the fact that she came through and was able to show me her watching you and what that process was, and that she had left the world suddenly, that's evidence for you, because I would have no way of knowing that. Okay. And they work very hard to get through us for that. And my relationship with each soul is different. So sometimes it's super easy and I get a ton of information. Other times I have to work more for it, and they have to work harder to get through me as well. Okay. So thank you for your patience on that. Let's see if there's anything else you wrote. Let's see. Yes. Here 1 minute, gone the next. Yes. Thought she'd be here for a long time. So, yep. And that's exactly what she said. So good. That's validating. She validated that for you. Good. We're all left not understanding why she's gone far before her time. It's so unbelievable that she's not here. at the time and still is. Yep. No, absolutely. And those are often the most traumatic. Let's see. You are so on point. Yes, her house and her room. We were left with the house. Yes, she did belong there. Okay, excellent. So I love that when they show me that, because then that's evidence for you, because there's no way I would have known or been able to describe that. So, please, thank you for the validation after. That's why I waited to look and see if you had messaged after. I left it all scrolled up because it's really important you guys get that evidence. Do you know why? Because that's part of your healing. You guys need that evidence for the powerful healing. Okay. Nico says, I'm crying over this one. I feel so the same. Yes. It's very powerful, isn't it? I miss her so much. She was my very best friend. I talked to her every day. Yes, she showed me that. I wish I could have said goodbye and let her know how much I love her. And again, that right there came through for you from her through me. So, Angela, not only did she come through today, but she came through with a lot of evidence that it really is her. Okay. Because I wouldn't have known that, right? When I share that, I'm taking a risk, right? Because I'm sharing what they're sharing with me. And, we have to make ourselves vulnerable when we do that. You could be like, no, that's not true. But if that's what Spirit's showing me, that's what I'm going to share. And so know that means she knows that, right? She's aware of that. And that's why she was saying she's so sorry. Also understand, Angela, when you get to the other side, you're going to be able to see the bigger picture and why all this happens, because our egoic self and our human self can't understand a lot of this reasoning, but our soul sees it when we go to the other side. Also, the bigger part of her soul is outside of her body, right? It's outside of this life, because our body's in our soul and our soul is also in our body. But our spirit and our higher soul are still on the other side. And so she couldn't have passed without her soul's permission. So there was something her soul knew and saw to go ahead and give the okay for that abrupt passing. Okay. And I am so sorry for that. But you did a wonderful, wonderful job of trying to hold it together for her and taking care of things. Guys, I'm sorry I'm so thorough, but I need to take the time with this so people can have healing. Okay. So I will be back on Monday and Wednesday to do all these readings. And Friday, don't forget, is Furball Friday. So you guys can join me there. Angela says, I was supposed to go to her house the night before she died, and I didn't. She died the next day. It was Thanksgiving, and she was making a pie for us. It was so hard to understand why she was not there. Yeah, and that's what she's showing me as you're showing me walking around that room. You couldn't get your mind around why she wasn't there. She said, I'm so glad I caught you. My sister has been trying to get a message with you also. Okay. Who is your sister, Angela? Who's your sister? So I can keep an eye out for her. Please let me know who your sister is. All right. Thank you, Kawizi, for chilling. And thank you for being patient while I read for some other people who really need some healing today. Let's see here. Thank you, Anne. I'm glad that was helpful. Nicole. Okay. Nicole D'Amato Carpenter. Okay. So Nicole, I'll keep an eye out for her. Thank you, Larkin. It was beautiful, brought tears to me. Now I'm crying and apologizing to her. Okay. So yeah, you don't need to apologize to her, sweetheart. She's apologizing to you. She didn't want to do that to you and your sister, but when the soul knows what the human self doesn't, the soul will give the permission. And please know and trust, this is for all of you, there's always a greater good happening. Everything is always happening for your greater good. Please believe that. No matter what it seems, no matter how it seems, everything is always happening for the greater good. Okay, so in some way or another, because everything's always happening for the evolution of our souls, things are working out for the better, and you have to just trust that. And you may not understand, because understanding is a human thing until you get to the other side, Angela, but you will eventually have peace with this and understand. Okay. All right. Guys, I am posting again my school site. It is a free membership. It is a free community for intuitive people who want to get to remember who they are, know their intuition, be able to connect, get answers. From there's so much misinformation out there. It's a safe place where you guys can come and ask questions and get answers. It's a safe place where I provide a lot of opportunities, like a $47 membership for 2 of my masterminds to help you transform and manifest and awaken your intuition. And it's a scientific and spiritual community, because those two things are not mutually exclusive. So if you'd like to join me there, that is posted down there. You can see, you can join that for free. And then there are other options. I just opened it up last night, so there's not a lot on it yet, but it's going to get booming here as we start off in June. Okay. Now, please hear me out and do not pop off yet. Okay. There are a lot of people. You did awesome, Nelia. Welcome. There are a lot of you that still want and need readings. Veronica has the best readers I've ever seen on her pages. So if you did not get a reading with me today, you can definitely get on their lives. I am on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you like my Larkin Psychic Medium page down here, you can see my schedule. Friday is Furball Friday. So if you want to connect, if you want to learn your animal totems or animal guides or connect with your living animals or those who have crossed over, you can join me on Friday. If you found this valuable, please like this broadcast so more people can find it. And my sincere apologies if I did not get to you today. If you want a reading with me, please show up for the next live or message me for a private reading, depending on what you need. Don't forget, Meet Your Spirit Guides is this Saturday, and I open 2 more spaces. So if you want to join me, email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Save that to your contacts. I'm giving you a lot of instruction here, so you might need to go back and listen to this last few minutes if you need more of this instruction. Okay. You can always join me on School. I'll have all these things posted on School and that community there as well. And then I will be back on Monday with more regular readings. I always say I'm going to try to do this, but I am going to go through the last few lives and try to answer and at least respond to everyone who did not get a reading. That includes you, Kawizi, and at least get back to you guys so you know that I see you, and give you whatever suggestions I can, just answering you in the comments. And then hopefully I'll see you guys on Friday and Monday. I have to go take care of all the horses now, and I have a long drive. Okay. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Angela, I'm sending you off with your mom. You'll be able to connect with her better now, dear. Love you all. Bye-bye.